go even further beyond!
Yeah, my name's Zakashi, and in this video we are going to be using a triple Shenron team. So you see I got the two SYN Shenrons, one's extreme blue, one's a sparking yellow, and then we got the boss himself, the beast, Omega Shenron, that is a red unit. Now this is a video request from Legendary Gamer. I was gonna do it anyways, but the fact that I saw the video request kind of like rushed me to do this video request out of all the other video requests I have. And I actually pulled EX Omega Shenron pretty early on, I believe, in my summoning video for the anniversary. Every time I start recording, I always feel to burp. It's mad weird. But yeah, we're gonna be using them on a triple team, utilizing their unique abilities very well, making sure I don't fumble, because this team is actually a good team. Like this triple Shadow Dragon team. Specifically because of the EX SYN Shenron, he's a support type. His buffs, his Z ability goes specifically for the two Shenrons, which is SYN Shenron and Omega Shenron, the Sparkins. It's specifically to them, but also to GT as well. So he's literally made for this triple Shenron team, and I doubt we're gonna get another Shenron in the whole game, because honestly, unless they want to pull something like a, I don't know, full power Omega Shenron with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But besides from that, I don't see them doing that. But let's actually get into the benefits of this team, or just what they do in general. So I'm going to start with the EX support type SYN Shenron. This video is mainly for him because we've gone over the yellow one briefly. I didn't really mess with him and I pulled him really late. He was an Ultra Space time, I believe, so I wasn't too rushed for him. But if we're talking about Omega Shenron, oh my god, I'm stuttering on my words. I've also done a showcase on Omega Shenron already. So the main man here we're focusing on today is the EX Blue SYN Shenron. And I have to say, even though he's a support type, he is a real good unit as well. Like, he does stand up just as strong as the other two Shenrons. But I will say his damage output is not as much as theirs. And that goes without saying, Omega Shenron's going to have the most damage output. SYN Shenron, he's not doing that much, but he does have the revival function, which I actually forgot about when playing with him because I just never use him. But yeah, let's get into EX SYN Shenron. So strike attack 174k, blast attack 173k. I don't know why I started there, but he's a support type, he's blue. I've got him 3 stars currently, and his health is at 1.85 mil. Strike defense 127k. Blast defense 131k. So you can see he's an extreme unit. Like, his stats show for that as well. It's not as high as Sparkins usually are. That's shown by his health as well. But like I said, for an extreme unit, he does hold up his own. He carries 1 strike arts and 1 blast arts. Both of his cards don't do anything special. His special move is called Annihilation Gun. Deals major explode damage, reducing enemy ki by 40 on hit. Now, considering that I got Omega Shenron on the team, in a realistic and PvP battle, I'm not going to be using the special move for SYN Shenron, this EX one. However, if I was to, it could actually come very clutch, because I'll be reducing the enemy ki and they'd be thinking they can get a move off on me. But more time, people's unique abilities, main abilities, and special skills just give them ki, so not too fast. Like, it's not going to make that much of a difference in comparison to doing more damage. You'll want to go for the damage. His green card, Unlock Key Form of Life. It restores his own health by 10% and ki by 30. Now that is actually mad surprising, but at the end of the day he's an extreme, so even though I'm restoring ki, it would help with some cards. But if he was to get Rise and Rush, he's still going to hold damage from anybody. Type advantage or disadvantage, it doesn't matter. He's going to get Rise and Rush, and he will die on that Rise and Rush. But let's get into his abilities now. So his main ability is called You Super Saiyans Aren't That Super. He's talking his talk. But it does 30% plus to damage inflicted by allies for 20 timer counts. Now this is where his real support type is showing. He's buffing other 2 units that come with him, no matter who they are. 30% extra damage. So that's useful for like rush events, challenge rushes and whatnot. Like you can literally just bring him, even if he doesn't have synchronicity or synergy or whatever. You can bring him and he will just activate that buff, and for 20 timer counts they'll be doing more damage. And he also shortens the ally sub count by 3. I feel like that's a big part of why I actually mess with him so much. Shortening sub counts, characters that do that actually come in real clutch. For example, on my hybrid Saiyan team, I got the Gohan, the blue one from the movies team. If he activates his ultimate art, sub count completely goes to 0 basically. And I mess with that heavy because that can come in so clutch. Especially considering that you end a combo and you can't switch out. But 3 timer counts is still really good. Any timer counts would help me out, trust me. It would help you out as well. His Z ability, right now, it's 22% to tag GT, base strike and blast attack, and 10% to tag Shadow Dragon base strike attack during battle. Like I said at the start, he's buffing both types, which is good specifically for Omega Shenron. I don't see there being another Shadow Dragon. I don't think there is any other Shadow Dragons. But the fact that he specifically buffs basically SYN Shenron and Omega Shenron, the Sparkings, is really good. On top of that, they get the GT buff, so they're getting double buffs. And that obviously increases. It goes to 25% when you get 25% and 15% when you get him to 6 stars. But he's an EX, and these EXs are sometimes harder to pull than actual Sparkings, honestly. But now let's get into unique abilities, what really makes the unit. So his first one is called Born of Greed. 20% plus to damage inflicted by allied tag GT from battle start until this character is defeated. So just bringing in everybody else that is a GT tag is going to be doing 20% more damage, which is actually even more useful. He's going to work well with, like I said, SYN Shenron and Omega Shenron, but also the other GT characters, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Baby Vegeta or whatnot. It also says it cannot be cancelled, so that's very important. So literally they're going to have that buff until the EX SYN Shenron dies. The bit under that, the following effects occur when this character is switched to standby if a tag Shadow Dragon other than this character is a battle member. And it says restores own ki by 30, which is really good. It's kind of like Goku Eve Zenkai. He gives ki to his teammates when he switches out. And also reduces damage received by 30% for 20 timer counts. So whoever you're switching out to is going to have they're going to be able to pack more of a punch than they would have before. So in some cases when you might switch out and have type disadvantage, but it could help you out. Definitely, I like that unique ability a lot. It comes clutch. The second unique ability, Envoy of Ruin, reduces enemy Dragon Balls by 2 when this character is defeated. So the person could have a Rise and Rush, but if you kill this EX SYN Shenron so early, you're going to be losing Dragon Balls off the bat, so they're going to lose their Rise and Rush. This here as well is kind of like, it's like a safety system. So say like, I don't know, you get destroyed really early on. SYN Shenron got destroyed by, I don't know, Vegeta or Blue, or let's say Kefla, because Kefla has type advantage. You get destroyed really fast. You get that safety system of taking away their Dragon Balls if he dies. So you really save there from avoiding the Rise and Rush anyway, but you still got outplayed all the other moves. It also says the following effects occur every time the Saiyan is faced with the enemy tag Saiyan. So this is like a specific thing for Saiyan. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade -1 art card draw speed level. So they're going to be drawing in cards 1 level slower, and this continues for 20 timer counts. And then underneath that, it also says inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received for 20 timer counts. So they're going to be taking more damage, 20% more damage than they would have before. And the last bit underneath that, it says draw a special art card next when activates. Draw a special art card next, and it only activates twice. So every time you're faced with the tag Saiyan, if you got a whole Saiyan team on the enemy, every time he switches in, you're going to be getting a special arts card. That's twice, special move. And you'd also be doing 20% more damage to them because they'd be able to take more damage for 20 timer counts. That even counts if you switch out because it sticks on them. But unless they switch out, then it wouldn't count. But that happens every time. And then they also lower their arts card draw speed. It just really puts them at inconveniences. These small inconveniences can actually shift the tide of a battle. You might not think so, but they really do. But if we was to talk about, I know this video isn't for them, but it's a triple Shenron team. If we was to talk about Omega Shenron, let's start with Omega Shenron. Omega Shenron, He gets 10% for every Dragon Ball you got. That's an amazing unique ability. You can be doing 70%, sorry, 70% more damage than you would have been doing just by having all your Dragon Balls. And that's amazing. I mess with that so heavy because you can just literally obliterate. I've done before, if you activate Omega Shenron's ultimate arts, you can literally take out their whole bar of health in just one ultimate arts, and it's mad. And then we got obviously the yellow SYN Shenron here. The best thing about him, in my opinion, probably is that he has the revival function, so he'd be the Rise and Rush target. And I did say before the video, at the start of the video, I did forget about his revival function, but it's actually mad useful. But Omega Shenron's clearly carrying. He also has that green card that works, that the yellow transforming Gohan is actually mad inconvenient for the enemy, but you can literally cheese it. It's mad clutch. I love it. But if I was to be hit with it, it's mad annoying. Like, you don't know when it's gonna come. But yeah, that's all I pretty much got to say. Legendary Gamer, I appreciate you leaving the video request. I actually do be fulfilling video requests if you're new here. We hit 4K subs very recently. I gotta say thank you guys. Like, this video was fun to make, and all videos that I do are fun to make, and that's all I can say is pretty much thank you guys for even subscribing or watching my videos. But yeah, if you haven't already, press the subscribe button. We are on this grind to 5K subs. Hopefully we get there before July ends. That would be great. Like, before June ends, sorry. 5K subs, that's halfway to 10K. We could possibly hit 10K subs before the end of the year. I don't know. That might be a reach, but I'm just going to keep pushing content. But yeah, I'm going to leave the gameplay to play out. This is the last game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the video. I got more videos coming and video requests to fulfill. Obviously leave one if you haven't already, but I'm not telling you to leave one now because I've already got a long list of video requests. But if it's interesting, I'll definitely screenshot it and then fulfill it at a later date. But yeah, my name's Zakashi, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
It doesn't appear that way now. Here, let me show you.
That you confessed Zamasu.
What? Entertain me a bit, would you?
Do this.
What? Why don't you just You did well.